friends, Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and Alderon and I are here today to talk to you about a book that we're really excited about. And it's not the type of book I usually talk about on here, so it really caught my attention and it was just so incredible that I had to talk about it with you today. But first things first, let's address the elephant, or rather the dragon in the room. Do you notice anything different about this room today, Alderon? Oh, you do? What is it? What is it that's different? What? No, I don't have a new haircut. Wait, what? No, I'm not wearing a new shirt. I always have had this shirt. You really have not noticed anything, have you? No, he hasn't. The bookcases behind me are brand new bookcases, and aren't they just absolutely lovely? They were handcrafted by my father, who built them out of wood for me, drove them all the way out here and got them installed, and the book room is now looking better than ever. And I absolutely love them. They're so incredible. Don't you just love them? Yeah, he didn't even notice they were here. But anyway, let's get into the review. So, the book I want to talk to you about today is called Harley Quinn Breaking Glass. Now, this is a graphic novel, actually, and it's by Mariko Tamaki. Harley Quinn Breaking Glass. Now, I actually didn't realize this was by Mariko Tamaki until I got almost to the very end. Now, she is a graphic novelist that I usually try to follow because everything that I've read by her so far I absolutely love. Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me, This One Summer. She wrote an actual young adult book called Cold that was really good, and also a Anne of Green Gables retelling. So I have always trying to keep an eye out for her stuff, but somehow this one passed me by. Now, when I said it's something I don't normally talk about on here, it's not because it's a graphic novel, because, you know, I do talk about graphic novels quite often, but it's the fact that it's a comic book, like, famous character that I'm talking about. Now, that is one thing that I don't normally do, because I feel like talking about Marvel characters or DC characters, usually you read them because you gravitate towards the character, you're a fan of the comics or the character or whatever, and usually they stand on their own and don't need me to sell them, right? Like Harley Quinn, even if you've never read anything by Harley Quinn, you know about her, right? But this one is very different, and there's a reason I want to talk about this. Actually, a couple reasons why I specifically want to talk about this. So this graphic novel, I think you will enjoy whether or not you are a fan of Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn I do enjoy casually as a character. I wouldn't say that I'm like a huge fan of her, but I do really love this graphic novel. So this takes place in her younger years. She's actually 15 years old in the beginning of this, and she is sent to Gotham City with only $5 to her name. Not a plan in sight, and she's just winging it. And that's sort of her the way she operates throughout this whole graphic novel, right? She just goes with it. She goes with the flow, which I can appreciate, right? As someone with a lot of anxiety who needs to plan things step by step, reading about a character that just goes with it without even thought or planning it is a little refreshing. So anyway, she gets to Gotham City. She ends up staying with this drag queen called Mama, who hosts this like drag queen cabaret. And she starts going to school at Gotham High and becomes best friends with a girl named Ivy, who if you are familiar with the DC universe, you know that this is going to be a reference to the character Poison Ivy. So the story picks up when the place that she's staying with Mama is being threatened to be closed down. There's all these business tycoons that are buying up all the homes and all the properties in the area to gentrify them, right? To like make them super expensive, and you know, most people who are not millionaires cannot live there. And they're destroying everything, right? So Harley Quinn is super mad about this. And she realizes she has two different ways she can approach this situation. She can join her best friend, now Ivy, who is campaigning and doing, signing petitions and going to protests to try and get the neighborhood saved. Or she can join this person who she has just met called the Joker, who is this masked figure who basically wants to burn everything down. Somebody's taking advantage of you, kill them, burn them down. And she's really caught between both of these two choices. Like, which is the right way to handle situations like this. And that was why I really wanted to talk about this book today, because I started reading it because I was interested in it. I had heard someone talk about it online and I wanted to read it. But I stayed for the story and the really huge depth of the story that I thought was really good, because there's a lot of dialogue in this book and there's a lot of introspection from Harley Quinn thinking about and trying to decide what is the right way and what is the wrong way to handle social situations like this, right? Do you burn everything to the ground, or do you use that anger to try and make things right? And it was just really, really awesome. Like the progress that her character, like the growth that Harley Quinn made throughout this graphic novel was really something to see. I absolutely loved it. And also, of course, I always have to talk a little bit about the illustrations, which I'm going to tell you right now, they are to die for. The illustrations in this graphic novel are so beautiful. They're not super colorful. There's basically black, white, and gray with shades of red. But the drawings, like the art, is just absolutely glorious. I really love it so much. It's an absolutely fantastic story. The character development, like I said, is really good. It's kind of like a fun origin for Harley Quinn. And it's really cool getting to see some of the other characters pop up, like Poison Ivy, like the Joker as well. So I think this is a graphic novel that even if you are a casual fan of DC or not even a fan of all, it's something you will absolutely enjoy. Harley Quinn, Breaking Glass. Well, that's what I've got for you guys today. I hope that this graphic novel sounds really interesting and fun. And if so, please feel free to come and check it out from Farmington Community Library. It is available there. And also thank you very, very much for watching, friends. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day.